now,
Yeah.
10-speed.
Do you is that a twin screw?
Yep. Well, our fleet is they have a tag axle on the back axle, so it's a 10-speed with the front axle that all it pulls.
I got you. Well, I want to move into some of these pictures that I loaded up, and we can talk about them as we go along here, and you can kind of just like tell us a story about them, okay?
All right.
Some of them you sent me, some of them I kind of grabbed. So anyway, I'll go ahead and put this one. So tell us what's going on here at this picture right here.
Well, that was down at the Louisville Truck Show. I did for our company. I was kind of like the spokes guy for our company, so that was a big mural they had poster at their booth when they were recruiting. So I happened to be walking by, and the girl called me and said, "Hey, that's him." So, I'd never met her before, but so she wanted me to take a picture beside it.
Hey, that's that guy right there. Let's get
That's
to
that guy.
I love that. Wouldn't you love to be standing there when all of a sudden her mouth drops open, her eyes give it? Hey, that's the guy right there.
So tell us a little bit about this picture.
This was after I got selected for America's Road Team. The following year, I got to be a mentor. So those 4 gentlemen behind me were, they were trying to get on the next team. So I mentored those 4 through the whole process.
Right. And one of them actually is a fellow Ohioan, right?
Yeah, Scott Harrison.
Harrison.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that picture, we got pictured there Scott Harrison, J.B. Quarles,
Chris Sutton.
Sutton, and then we got Steve Smiley, right?
Yep.
Okay. And now, where was this picture taken at?
That is in it was Washington D.C.
It's in the Russell Building.
I can't remember. Weren't you there too, Steve?
I was there. Scott Harrison was my roommate there. That was in, was that transportation room?
I can't remember what building that was in.
Yeah, I know.
You guys went there too, didn't you, Tim?
Yeah, well, I was there. I'm kind of asking the questions like I don't know, but but yeah.
Dude, you was there with us. Give it up, dude. Give it up.
I'm the host here, man. My name is the host.
I was going to say it was like the Rayburn office building, but I don't think that was it.
No. You're right. It was in Rayburn.
It was? Okay.
Yeah, it was. Let's move to the next picture here. So tell us, kind of walk us through this, how you got those trucks onto the White House lawn, and what are you doing there and why? So
President Trump, when he got when his administration got elected, they were passing a big transportation bill. And the first time ever in the history of the White House, other than presidents moving in and out, they invited truckers to put 2 trucks on the lawn. And there was 12 drivers, 12 company owners, and we got to go. We stood in front of the white truck. The company owners stood in front of that Mack, and the president walked out that little door, like right behind my right hand, and came out and shook all our hands, walked right over to the drivers. He said, "I want to know who the workers are." Walked right over to us, just like we was best friends, talked to us. Then he invited us in there. We had a little powwow for about, we was in there probably an hour, got to introduce ourselves to him. And so to get the trucks on the lawn, you have to show up there real early that morning, and you go to the Naval Yard, which is about 30 minutes outside of town, and they pick those trucks over with a fine-tooth comb. They want to make sure there's no, bombs or anything in that. They had a dog sniffing them, and then we take them in. One had to go in. It's a big loop on that south lawn, so you had to pull one of them in halfway, then back it back around, and the other one just went in straight. But yeah, it was tight quarters.
So that's one moment that you will probably never ever forget. And I remember, I was so proud for you guys. I was in Orlando doing a Truckers Against Trafficking speech for a foundation down there, and I didn't know anything that was going on. And when I seen the news, I'm like, wait a minute, what are these guys doing? So anyway, I thought that was a pretty cool deal. So man, congratulations on that. And I know that we've been back to the White House since then. So the American Trucking Association, they're doing good things, and they are a great spokes industry, spokes association for our industry.
Yep. They sure are. I actually took the truck back for the Biden administration too.
Clean
Didn't quite get the welcome we did with Trump, but
Yeah.
I respect the office. I mean, I was glad to be there.
Any kudos to the guy that cleaned that truck up for you?
I'll tell you, he did a good job. I'll tell you what.
All right. So tell us about these cuties right here.
Those are two of my granddaughters. That's Joey and Allie. I actually have two more. I got four total.
Okay.
And we got a small herd of Angus cattle. We do a lot of freezer beef for people, and just a little hobby farm now. When you're in trucking, you don't really have time to do it full time. Still bale a lot of hay and stuff. I should be home right now, hay, but
it's that time of year, ain't it?
Yeah, it's been raining for like a month. That's the one international I was talking about. That's probably the tightest truck for my size got to drive. But that's one of the actual live twin screws we have. Those trucks right there were set up right.
Gotcha. All right, tell us about this picture here, Russell.
So that's another one of my hobbies. I like to tinker around. I have a shop where that tractor right there, I found abandoned in a barn. The guy said it hadn't ran since 1982 when he retired from farming. So I completely took it apart, flushed the whole fuel system out of it, changed it. It was a 24-volt system. Changed it to 12, new starter, and I'm telling you, that thing fired right up. And I would be mowing hay with that today if I wouldn't be up here.
Gotcha. And
that's just another one I had my shop working on.
I got you. All right, who are these people?
That's the hay crew. It's my wife up top, and my mom and dad. My dad they just turned 80 years old, and they still get at it like they're 50. Dad just had a knee done 4 weeks ago. He's not recuperating the way they want him to, but he's back in. He's wanting to get out there in the hayfield too. But
yeah, well, that probably keeps them young.
That does. Yep.
I know people when they slow down and they stop, and I mean that's when they start going down. So hey, as long as they can keep moving and keep doing it, let them keep doing it.
Well, that's the truck that to this day why my back is screwed up.
Yeah, no air ride.
No air ride. Only thing it had that was good was air conditioning and power steering. They had a model like that. It was I think it was the LTL 9000 that actually had an air ride cab, but that one there did not. And I'm telling you, when you went through Detroit heading to Canada with that truck, the back slap on that cab would jar your neck loose. It was terrible.
About like a one-stack Mac with a window in the back.
Yeah. That's the old dump truck.
That's what you learned on, right?
Yeah. That's one of them.
This is some I snagged here, okay?
Yeah. That was Mother's Day just last weekend. I restored that truck too. That came out of Virginia. That was a restoration project. Took me about 5 years. So that's my daughter, son-in-law. Then my son's on the far right with his new bride. They've been married a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all your grandchildren?
Yep, that's all my grandchildren.
And that's all the grandchildren?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was so I was an FFA member for those of you out there listening that know what that is, but Future Farmers of America. So I got invited to go to the national convention in Indianapolis 3 years ago. They took the image truck there, and I got my jacket. That was my jacket that I had when I was a senior. So for some reason, in the 30 years it's been in the closet, it shrank. I don't know what happened, but
moss got to it. Ate some of the thread.
Fits the tight.
Yeah. I was in the FFA also, Russell. I actually held office as Sentinel and Secretary a couple of years.
Yeah. And with that being said, my wife, Beth, was the first female president of FFA in the state of Ohio.
Yeah. All right. So here's the next picture here.
So that was in Oakland at the Raiders game. Kahlua Mack was one of their players that year. That was number 52, and Mack was a big sponsor. They're a big sponsor with Share the Road program, so they invited us out there to do like a little thing with that Kahlua Mack fella, and that was us on the field with our fearless leader Elizabeth Barna.
Right. And I heard a little story behind that. I heard that if you didn't have the right color jerseys on there, it was kind of tough in that stadium, right?
It was. I tell you what, man, that was the roughest crowd I'd ever been. That Oakland cruise, there's some rough ones in there.
All right. So tell us about this one right here.
So that's actually here where we're at. I don't know what year that was. Maybe I think that's the year I won a tank class up here. Maybe in 2014.
Yeah.
But that's the trophies. That's the trophies Ohio gives for first, second, third. We got nice trophies. That's my old safety manager there.
I sure hope that you guys bring home some more of those this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who them people are.
Yeah. Homer Simpson, I think, and Raggedy Ann.
Yeah. That was Halloween at the church this past year.
Oh,
I love it. I had to snag it, and I was like, we got to talk about Homer Simpson here. Okay, let's see. Are y'all seeing those or not?
No, we got a black screen.
There you go.
So my wife, that was her first Ohio State game we went to. I don't know what year that was, maybe 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, and that's all the slides I got tonight. I did want to put Lori's picture in there at last because I want to tell the listening audience that you really married way up on the bar there, okay?
Yeah. She's here with us, but she's just afraid to come on, Tim.
Oh, okay. Well, she don't want to show you and Steve up there.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I mean that's what it is. But if we got a couple minutes there, Tim.
Yes.
We got a couple more guests in here. We got quite the lineup in here. I want to bring a couple guys in here. We got Randy Broderick.
I'll step out of the way. Thanks for having me, Tim. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. Don't go nowhere, Russ. I want to
Don't go nowhere. No, we got to get them all in here. We got Randy Broderick.
Yep.
We got Jeff Rose.
Hey, Jeff.
How you doing?
Jeff Rose won last year flatbed last year.
Right.
So,
Jeff,
Randy took third in flatbed. I took third in 3X. We're not going to talk about that. But, so we're doing the tank now. So, I've been kind of rubbing elbows with the man here, see if some of his good luck from way back when will help me.
Yeah.
But I want to bring these guys in and say hey. And,
let's do this, Steve. Let's do this. Let's kind of flip the script here a little bit, and let's let Russell, if you come back in the screen a little bit, let's let Randy and Jeff ask a couple of questions of Russ there. How about that? Is that okay with you, Randy?
That's fine.
Yeah. So the floor is yours, Randy. You're our co-host now. Steve's fired.
All right. Russ, who's your favorite driver you run into in Mansfield, Ohio?
Well, it's got to be Randy. Randy and I we pedal the same town. We see each other probably 3 or 4 times a week. It's kind of nice. So Randy's a captain too, America's Road Team 05. Right. Is that right?
Yep.
05 team, yeah. And Jeff Rose was on last team, right? 21.
21, yeah. I remember seeing Jeff's name on there. But all of you guys are great spokesman and great representative of the industry there. So anyway, Jeff, do you have anything that you can help add to the conversation to ask Russ tonight?
Well, I can go the same way. Who's your best doubles trainer there, Russ?
Yeah, so that'd have to be Jeff Rose because he was at our terminal last week training us on doubles because with this new transition, we're going to have to be pulling doubles. So we had to learn how to hook and unhook them properly.
Yeah, I got you. I was talking to Herschel Evans about that a little while back, and he's been competing in the twins class, and he won't mind me saying this. He didn't place this year, but he told me, he said, I got into a situation on one of the problems on the course, and he said, I treated it like a 48 or a 53. And he said, you cannot treat those doubles like 48 and 53. And I said, that's right. That rear box does not off track that much. So anyway.
And something else you can't do, with like the ATA trucks, you can't swing that 53 and put it in a spot that you put them doubles in because it don't bend in the middle. Bend in the middle. So,
it sure don't. So
you got to swing just a little wider.
So Russell, tell us a little bit about working for Yella. What kind of company is Yella to work for?
It's a good. I'm kind of new to. I was always a Holland. I'll say that. For 29 years, I was I bled Holland. And this transition, it's been tough on some of us, but I think they got the right things in mind. They're really pushing toward this one yellow to where we're going to be, one of the top contenders in the LTL industry. We've got a lot of new equipment in. They treat us good at the TDCs. I have no complaints. I mean, it's been like I said before, it's been a good career from day one, and I wouldn't change a thing about it.
Yeah, I think that Steve and Randy and myself can, know that the growing pains of, meshing companies together, can be a real, transition type period. But in the end game of things, it's for the good of the company because, the main thing that we have got to, I thought I had a call coming in, but anyway, I got the phone lines open just if y'all want to know. But anyway, the main thing is to, the company make money, and that's what it's about. If we're out here to make money every day.
Okay, I'm gonna bring a little something up here.
Okay, go ahead.
This morning, I was not awake at 4:45 in the morning, but thank God for DVRs. Russ here got invited to be on Fox and Friends and talk a little bit about electric trucks. So I'm going to let him kind of elaborate on the situation. I've never been put on the spot like that.
Yeah, so I got the call like in September for Truck Driver Appreciation Week. I got to go on Fox and Friends with Yellow and another driver. We actually took a truck and trailer to Times Square and we're live, with Steve Ducci on Fox and Friends.
Esther.
And one of the producers must have kept my phone number because yesterday out of the blue, she called me and wanted to know if I wanted to come on the show this morning to give my 2 cents worth on electric vehicles. And I said, I'll say whatever you want me. I'll talk about it. So we went through this whole pre-interview yesterday about what we were going to talk about. I told her, how I felt about it. The fact that I think they're kind of putting the cart before the horse. The infrastructure's not there. So we go on the air this morning at 4:45 and didn't even know, but there was 2 other people on there with me. Another driver, owner from Ohio, and then I'm not sure who the other guy was. I can't remember. But so none of the questions that they it didn't go as well as they shot me questions about what do I think about these small trucking companies, if they're going to be able to survive, if they're forced, the administration wants to force this electric vehicles on all of us. And I'm not good talking on the spot. I always think about what I should have said 3 hours later when it's over, but I don't know. I think I did good enough to.
He did a great job. I think he represented the industry well, and I agree with what he said.
Okay.
How is a 1, 2, or 10 truck operation supposed to afford a $400,000 truck? How are they going to do that?
Right.
It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Three weeks ago, I drove from Las Vegas to Reno. I took the ATA truck up to Reno. And I don't know if any of you listeners have ever driven that road, but it's State Route 95. It's 440 miles of just 2-lane in the middle of nothing. I mean, I talked to some of your FedEx Freight guys, and they run that route like nightly. And anyway, I got through there, and there was 2 charging stations about the 200-mile marker in this Hawthorne little town. And there were Tesla cars lined up like it was a Starbucks drive-thru in the morning, waiting to get a 30-minute charge to finish their trip to Reno, which is another 200 miles. And they're saying these trucks are going to take a 4 or 5 hour charge to get there, and they're only running about 200 miles is their range right now. That was the kind of stuff that I want to talk about on the show. It's just not feasible we're hitting hours of service problems now trying to get our runs done, let alone have to take a 4-hour break in the middle of it to recharge.
Right. When you got 500 and 600 mile runs,
yeah,
and you got to make service standards, and it's just not going to work until, I don't know, maybe in the future if they can figure it out, but I don't think it's something that should be thrust on us at this point in time because it will really slow down the freight flow in the industry.
Yep. I could see it in a local delivery type or like a food vendor, beer truck, whatnot, going in and out of
Right.
Or, but I just can't see it happening in over the road stuff in our lifetime anyway, unless they really revamp the infrastructure. And right now as soon as it heats up in the summertime, like California especially, they told them last year on the news, don't charge your cars at a certain time, turn your air conditioners down because the grid won't handle it.
Right. Hey, there is a couple comments that's coming in. I want to get these out to you guys before we go off the air tonight. Bob Harris says, good luck to all you guys at the TDC. Ben Atkinson says, best of luck. Nationals is in the view. So I don't know who this Facebook user is. Somebody said, wow, Russ, you shaved. But
it's summertime.
Yeah. And Esther Morris Parsons, we had her on several weeks ago. It was a great interview, and I know that she was the one with you there at Times Square.
Yeah.
She said, "Hi, good to see you guys."
She's good.
Yeah. Let's go on down through these a little bit. WW, I don't know who WW is, but somebody said, I don't know. I agree. I don't know what they're agreeing about, but somebody said on here, plus battery weight takes an additional 12,000 pounds of freight.
Yep.
On the trailer, So anyway, a lot of good comments there. I don't know who they are if they don't sign up to put their name on there. But anyway, Russ, during the pandemic era, I know that you did an interview with Dana Perino, and it was a good interview there. Tell us a little bit about that interview. I know a little bit about the backstory, so tell us a little bit about that interview.
Well, I mean, if you guys remember, like the first thing that kind of went haywire was the whole toilet paper gate. I mean, you couldn't find toilet paper anywhere, And remember, I took a picture in our local, our gas station, our local Walmart, and there was none to be found. And so I was trying to think what I can't remember what we talked about on Dana Perino, but.
I was really wanting to get to the crux of where you was actually filming from. Your neighbor's truck.
Oh yeah, you are right. Yeah, because I was off work. Yeah, so I had to go over there. I had to go over and get in his truck. Yeah, props.
Yeah.
But yeah, you gotta have props.
Gotta have props, baby. Gotta have props.
Yeah. I think some of the interview that you had with Dana was you were all just talking about the shortage and all, and how essential that us drivers are to the industry, and how through that era how we were actually recognized.
Yep, and I still can't get over, like, you can't get a grasp on where the whole workforce went now. That prior to 2019 when they shut the whole country down, everything's going good. I mean, we're going out to eat. Now it's still a struggle to go to a restaurant and get good service, because at every place you go, it's not just the trucking industry. All these plants need help. There's the airlines are short staffed. Flights are backed up. I don't know where everybody went.
I got you. WW is Bill West. He's the one that put the comment in there.
Hey, he was my roomie. Bill West is good people.
So
what's going on?
Yeah, Bill West is good people. I actually had the opportunity to get in a truck and go with Bill West from Oklahoma all the way up to Washington, almost Canada. So we had a good time. So and down here around Sarasota and all that. But anyway, Russell, it has been a pleasure having you on the show, you sharing your story with us. And I do want to wish all you guys the best of luck. Steve, good luck this weekend. Randy, good luck. And Jeff, good luck to you there. I hope you all do well. I hope you all bring hardware home. Are any of you in the same class, or y'all in different classes?
The two guys in the back are flatbeds.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Two LTL guys pulling a flatbed.
Here at Truckers Voices Podcast, we're rolling down the highway with a big thank you to one of our proud sponsors, the Fulton County Old Country Show. Every week, they're bringing that good old country music straight from the heartland, the kind that tells stories, stirs your souls, and keeps the wheels turning. Whether you're driving through the night or tuning in from home, the Fulton County Old Country Show is always there with real music for real folks. And thanks to their support, we keep getting to share the Voices of America truckers, their journeys, their stories, and the road ahead. So from all of us at Truckers Voices, thank you. Fulton County Old Country Show. You're not just playing music, you're driving it forward. Catch the Fulton County Old Country Show and keep it country.